Welcome to the Mad Dog Podcast. I'm John LaJoy. The show will be starting here shortly. I will kick up my intro right about now.
Subscribe to Daddy. What else? Thanks.
So today is going to be a little short day, not that long, maybe 15 to 30 minutes. That's about it today. Don't got really that much to talk about. So we have been trying to sign somebody. There is still 5 days that we got to wait. So probably Tuesday or Wednesday, we should know something. So, hello, John Jay. What's up, dude? So, and I'm going to do a quick mock draft, but we are right now we're in a conversation with Brock Wright from the Detroit Lions, tight end. He played for Notre Dame 2017 to 2020. He's was an undrafted free agent in 2021. Receiving was 43. No, receptions is 43. Reception yards 424. Reception touchdowns 7. These are his stats that we are looking at right now. So we get to know a little bit about this guy. But we'll keep you guys in tune for if we do sign him and that type of stuff. Or the Lions will try to beat our contract for 3 years and that type of stuff. But we won't know until the 5 days are up. And that started, I believe, yesterday or the day before. He's 6 foot 4.5 inches, 257 pounds. Arm length is 32 3/8. Hand size is 10, so he does got some good gloves on to catch the ball. I did hear that he is a good blocker too, but he has good hands. Some people have been saying that this guy should be like a wide receiver, but I think it's more of his body size and that type of stuff. And his 40 dash is 4.66 seconds. So that's good. His vertical is 31.5 inches. Broad jump is 9 foot 10 inches. That's average, but it's still good. Here's some information. His game stats for with the Detroit Lions. So basically the Detroit Lions roster. And there was a few players that got notification just saying that they need to work harder and that type of stuff, or they could be replaced. So that's it for that. Next one. All right, there we go. We got that one off. So we're going to go ahead and go through a quick little mock draft too. It's only going to be a few rounds, but that's about it. That's weird. It didn't scroll up. Maybe I need to get down. Yeah, I'm using a PDF file. I'm not sponsored YouTube. So the very first pick, I'm going to go ahead and definitely click on both of the offensive line and both offensive tackle and guard and no. That was a mess up. But we got the guy from the Oregon Ducks, Jack Powell Johnson, center. Sometimes guy not like the device once in a while. It just did a random. Basically, I hit the wrong button on accident. It did scroll down 100%. Did it? All right. Got a trade, but not going to do it. All right. This time I'm just going to go with tackles. So, very first one that you see is Blake Fisher, a good guy, a good tackle. Blake Fisher. So it won't show that much for me, but we can look at a little bit of it. That's why we're only doing 3 rounds. So his first year was in 2021. He only played 2 games. 2022, he did 13 games, and 2012 was only 12 games. So more than likely, he probably got hurt in one game, so he had to sit out. Um, Offensive snaps. First year was not the best year. 2002 was a better year of 874. His last year before entering the draft is 110. Blocking his first year was 35, 469, then 344. So that's average for a lineman. Let's see. So all right. See, some of the times all the stats won't pop up for at least on for me yet until I'm able to pay for this. So that game he did 80%. With Duke, only 50.5%. So let's go ahead and check another one. All right, this will be Paul Park from Houston Cougars. Overall grade, he's at 81.1. First year was his best year. Then it did about the same, just like the other player we just looked at. But the good news is the tape is a total different. Watching the film is a lot more different than stats. And that's the difference. He is so technically he's a true left tackle. So, but we are looking for a right tackle. But this would be somebody that we can really look into, maybe train underneath Trent Williams too. Let's go to the back to Fisher. Let me check something. So Fisher is more of a swing tackle for teams. So he did more right tackle, and that's what we are really looking at to come onto the team. And he's a little bit higher than a few of these other guys, but so we'll go ahead and because we do need help with the offense. So I covered two guys for the offense. So the last one I'm going to pick is basically the cornerback for the defense. So basically a DB. They have two different names if you guys like to know. Well, all this is just personal opinion and that type of stuff. Everybody does everything differently. So first guy would be Jay Johnson from Florida State. His ranking is a 98. Auburn is a definitely DJ James is another good one. So we're going to look at the top 3 informations. What up, Beat Up? Yeah, I got a secondary screen up so I can see who's messaging me and that type of stuff, so I can keep in tune with the cast. That's why if you don't see your name on the screen, that's why. Today is just going to be a little short day. Check out a few draft guys since the draft is just next month. So I just want to do like one mock draft and do another one on another day and so on to try to figure out different players, different positions that we may have to look at. But drafting is always, for the 49ers, we don't know what they're going to do. We don't know who they're looking at half the time, who we want to bring in and that type of stuff. So this is more of a guessing game for anybody. But just learning these different players, different stats, different information does help. I know on draft day, I know I'm going to be covering all 3 days of draft. So the guys that we pick up, I'll probably do a highlight film too of the guy that we just drafted too. So I'll make it a little bit fun. So his grade is a 90.1. Great stats for game plays. 12, 11, and 11 defensive snaps, 453. So he did went up every year from 453 to 406 to 383. So that's good. And cover snaps, he did go up, so that's a good thing. 251 to 207 to 213. His first year and his last year was his best year. His second year, he did drop. It could have mean a couple different things, but receptions 16, 11, and 12. His first year was the best year. Targets 32, 24, and 30. Yards 158, 114, and 317. So basically, that would mean his first year was his great year. Then the other years, they just didn't want to toss the ball over that way. That's the only thing I can think of. First year, he had 5 touchdowns, so he was basically a terror on the defense to go against the offense. So that does sound good right there. Interceptions 3, 1. Passing rating 25.3, 42.7, 131.1. So that's pretty good for his first year. So D-line, slants, corners, box, and depth. Okay. Would sort of be a little bit nicer. I could see other things too, but right now it's okay. Interceptions, can't see that, can't see that. So VT 60.4%, UNA 94.5. Wish I knew a little bit more about college. I know my boy John Jay knows a ton about college, more than I do. So definitely tune into both of John Jay's shows. He does the Ultimate Report and another show too. But if you want to hear good reports, definitely check out John Jay's Ultimate Report. You get all information that you need. Just make sure you have your notifications on and turn into his channel. Like and subscribe to mine too. And just keep your notification bells on. All right, I got the next one. I wish it just went straight up. So DJ Jones from Alabama Tigers, rating 83.9. He played 12 games all 3 years. Bare minimum is 5 years. So his second year was his best year. Cover snaps. Definitely his second year was his best year with 443. So 87.4%. Okay. 61.3%. 64.9. All right. That does sound good too. Let's check the stats. D-line. So basically, he does come up. He does cover the wide receivers. Slants. 32, 10, and 12. Corner. 605, 705, 597. Box 50, 39, 83. One deep, 11. Okay. So Old Miss 53.7. And Arkansas Razors Greenlaw School. That one I do know. 90.5. So that was definitely a good game. So Chris AD, I'm just going to call him Chris AD, from Missouri Tigers. Correction, I messed up. 85.8. I would have to look at tape on this guy. But each one of these guys could surprise anybody too, or they could just not work out too. So, what up, Kitty Cope? Yeah, yesterday went long. Today's going to be a little short day. Anyway, so I think right after the 3-round mock draft, I'll probably end the show anyway. got a few projects that I got to get done, and happy early Easter to everybody, since Easter is basically tomorrow too. Tomorrow's going to be definitely a fun day, at least for my kids. Let's see where it's at right now. It didn't fully go to the very first one yet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select him. They do produce some good players, like prime example, Deion Sanders. That's the main one I know of. I would have to look at more of the class. But since I started my podcast, this is basically really the first year I started looking at draft people too. I hope they ain't going to do an ad. I hope it's my internet is acting a little bit weird. That's why. Hold on, let's just clear that one. All right, that sort of worked for me. We're going to wait for it to load up. So I'm going to say, once it loads up, we can see it. So we have John J. That thank you for tuning in today. Bebop, thank you for tuning in today. So John J has a show. Bebop is a good friend of ours. Brian Cope, Kenny Cope, sorry. There's three of the Copes that has YouTube channels. Kenny's the newest one of the Cope family to join the YouTube 49er podcast crew. So definitely check out his shorts. He does awesome shorts. But thank you guys, and thank you for the 5 people that is watching off of YouTube, Twitch, and X. Can't really see. The only one I can really see comments is Twitch. X, still haven't figured that one out yet, but I'll probably figure more of that out soon. That part's still loading. But thank you for tuning in. This is definitely going to be a short anyway. It wasn't going to be too long. All right, I'm going to go back to that so we can do a quick little run through. So B, C plus, and B. So PDF does grade a little bit more differently than a few of the other sites, but this is only for fun for us. I'm hoping that they unlock it so we can do a full draft, because that one and a few others do I like, but that was the PDF file, not sponsored. I just use it. So, all right, let me go ahead and end that part. And thank you for tuning in. Next show will be Wednesday. No, hold it. I'm going to do a show on the 6th, maybe with a few guests. Haven't decided yet. I'll let them know. Then I'll probably do another show on Wednesday. If we do pick up that new tight end, I believe it should be on that day, and I will talk more about that trade with Brock Wright if we get him. Then Friday night trivia at 7, and then I might just do probably definitely a short one on Saturday myself if there's any great news, or we can do a little mock draft and have a little bit of fun. Edwin just came in. There you go. I'm just putting it on the charger, then you can get it back. Let it charge up, dude. So, yeah, I'm getting prepped up for the April draft. So, I'll probably do until the draft Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. All the way through until April 23rd. So it'll be April 23rd, 25th, and 26th and 27th. 3 of those days are draft days, so I want to cover it for this year. And draft days, I'll probably have 1 or 2 people on. That week will be no trivia night. We'll take a little break from trivia, but definitely be doing the mock draft. Then I will pull up the player and do like a little highlight for that for next month. So definitely stay tuned in. I will keep you guys updated on information, and I will definitely get all my shows listed so you guys can get your notifications on early. So basically, you guys have more opportunity to watch. So it's not like spur of the moment notification. The only reason why I would do it like a spur of the moment thing is if there was a big trade or something. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my intro and end the show. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all my subs, and thank you for the people that did watch me today.